Have you ever wondered why you can drink plenty of water every day and still feel like your energy, circulation, and strength are not what they used to be? If you are a man over 50, there is something important you need to know. You have probably heard the same advice for years. Drink more water. Stay hydrated. Drink 8 glasses a day. So you bought the large water bottle. You set reminders. You tried to stay consistent. And that is a good thing. Your body needs water. Your heart, brain, muscles, and every other organ depend on proper hydration. But there is one part of the story that most men never hear. Water can keep you hydrated, but it does not provide everything your body needs to support healthy blood flow. And after 50, that difference may become more important. There is a natural substance in your body called nitric oxide. It plays a major role in helping your blood vessels relax and widen. When your blood vessels can relax properly, blood can move through your body more easily. That matters for almost everything. Your muscles need good blood flow when you move. Your brain needs a steady supply of blood and oxygen. Your heart depends on healthy blood vessels. Even your overall sense of energy can be connected to how well your circulation is working. So what happens as you get older? Your body's ability to make nitric oxide can decline with age. Other factors can also affect it, including inactivity, poor diet, smoking, stress, and problems that affect blood vessel health. This is one reason some men begin noticing changes after 50. Maybe you do not have the same stamina you had years ago. Maybe walking up the stairs feels harder. Maybe you get tired faster during exercise. Maybe you feel less energetic during the afternoon. Or perhaps you simply feel that your body is not responding the way it once did. Many men automatically blame everything on getting older. But healthy aging is not simply about accepting every change and doing nothing about it. There are lifestyle habits that can support healthy circulation as you age. And one of the most interesting areas to understand is nitric oxide. Think of your blood vessels like a network of roads. When those roads are open and flexible, blood can move through them more easily. But when the blood vessels become less flexible, circulation can become harder. Nitric oxide helps send a signal to your blood vessels telling them to relax. That is why researchers have become so interested in foods and nutrients that support the body's nitric oxide pathway. Now, this does not mean nitric oxide is some magic molecule that can solve every health problem. It cannot. And drinking a special mixture will not suddenly turn your body back to the way it was at 30. But there are simple choices that may help support the natural system your body already has. And this is where your morning water can become more interesting. Plain water is still important. Do not stop drinking it. But instead of thinking only about hydration, you can also think about what nutrients you are getting from the rest of your diet. One of the most interesting foods in this area is beetroot. If you have never paid much attention to beetroot, now is the time to learn why it gets so much attention in circulation research. Beetroot is naturally high in nitrates. Your body can convert dietary nitrates through a series of steps that can help increase nitric oxide availability. That is the key idea. You are not simply drinking something because it sounds healthy. You are giving your body a natural source of compounds that can take part in the nitric oxide pathway. This is one reason beetroot has been studied for exercise performance, blood pressure, and blood flow. And you do not necessarily have to eat a plate of beetroot every morning. Beetroot powder is another convenient option. You can mix it into water and make it part of your daily routine. The taste is earthy and slightly sweet. Some people enjoy it immediately. Others find it easier to drink with a little lemon. And there is a reason lemon can be a useful addition to the drink, which I will explain shortly. But before you start adding large amounts of anything to your water, remember one important point. Natural does not automatically mean safe for everyone. If you take medication, have a medical condition, or have been told to watch your blood pressure, talk with your healthcare professional before making major changes to your diet or using concentrated powders. The goal is not to replace medical care. The goal is to support healthy habits that work alongside it. So, what makes beetroot so interesting for men over 50? The answer comes back to those natural nitrates. After you consume them, your body can convert them into nitrites and eventually nitric oxide. That nitric oxide can help support the normal relaxation of blood vessels. And when your blood vessels are able to relax properly, healthy circulation becomes easier to maintain. This is why beetroot has become such a popular food among people interested in blood flow and exercise. But beetroot is only the beginning, because there is another problem we need to talk about. Making nitric oxide is one thing. Protecting it and keeping it available is another. Nitric oxide does not stay around forever. It can be affected by oxidative stress and other processes inside the body. So simply trying to increase production may not be the whole story. You also want to support the environment that helps your blood vessels stay healthy. And that brings us to the next ingredient, pomegranate. Pomegranate contains powerful plant compounds called polyphenols. These compounds have antioxidant properties and have been studied for their possible role in supporting cardiovascular and blood vessel health. When you combine a healthy diet with foods that provide these protective compounds, you are supporting your circulation from more than one direction. Think of it this way. Beetroot provides natural nitrates that can take part in the nitric oxide pathway. Pomegranate provides plant compounds that may help protect your cells from oxidative stress. Different foods, different roles, but they can fit into the same healthy routine. And there is still another piece of this puzzle that many men have never heard about, an amino acid called L-citrulline. It is naturally found in foods such as watermelon and is also available as a supplement. Your body can convert L-citrulline into L-arginine, which is involved in nitric oxide production. This gives your body another route to support the same important pathway. So now you can see why this topic is more than simply putting something into a glass of water. It is about understanding what your body needs as you get older and making smart choices that support healthy blood flow. And in the next part, we will go deeper into L-citrulline, how it works, and the other simple ingredients that may fit into a daily hydration routine. Now let's take a closer look at L-citrulline, because this is where the nitric oxide story gets even more interesting. L-citrulline is an amino acid that your body can use to make L-arginine. And L-arginine is one of the main building blocks involved in nitric oxide production. You can find L-citrulline naturally in watermelon. It is also sold as a supplement in powder form. Here is the simple way to understand it. Think of nitric oxide production like a factory. The factory needs raw materials to keep working. L-citrulline can help provide one of those materials through its conversion into L-arginine. This is one reason L-citrulline has been studied for blood flow and exercise performance. There is also an important difference between L-citrulline and taking L-arginine directly. When you take L-arginine, some of it may be broken down before your body can use it. L-citrulline takes a different path. Your body can convert it into L-arginine as needed. That does not mean more is always better. It simply means L-citrulline is an interesting nutrient to understand when you are looking at the body's natural nitric oxide system. If you are considering a supplement, especially if you take prescription medicine, speak with your doctor or pharmacist first. Now let's bring the main ingredients together. Beetroot provides natural nitrates. Pomegranate provides polyphenols and antioxidant compounds. L-citrulline supports the pathway that supplies L-arginine for nitric oxide production. Each one has a different role. And that is much more useful than thinking there is one magic ingredient that fixes everything. But there are a few other foods and ingredients worth knowing about. The first is lemon. A simple squeeze of fresh lemon can make your drink taste much better. But lemon also provides vitamin C and other plant compounds. Vitamin C has antioxidant activity, which is important because oxidative stress can affect many processes inside the body. So lemon is not a magic nitric oxide booster. Think of it as a simple addition that can make your drink more enjoyable while adding some useful nutrients. Next comes ginger. Ginger has been used for generations as a food and traditional wellness ingredient. It contains plant compounds that have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. You do not need a huge amount. A small amount can add flavor and make your morning drink more interesting. Then there is hibiscus. Hibiscus is often used to make tea, but it is also available in powder form. It contains plant compounds that have been studied for their possible effects on blood pressure and blood vessel function. Again, this is not a replacement for blood pressure medicine. If you have high blood pressure, do not stop or change your medication because of a drink. Instead, think of foods like hibiscus as part of a bigger healthy lifestyle. Another option is tart cherry. Tart cherries contain plant compounds that may help with oxidative stress and inflammation. They have also been studied in relation to exercise recovery and sleep. And sleep matters more than many men realize. Poor sleep can affect your energy, mood, activity level, and overall health. So when you think about healthy circulation after 50, do not focus on one ingredient alone. Look at the whole picture. There is also unsweetened cocoa powder. Not chocolate candy. Not a sugary chocolate drink. I mean plain, unsweetened cocoa. Cocoa contains flavonols, plant compounds that have been studied for their effects on blood vessel function. These compounds may support the ability of blood vessels to relax. You only need a small amount if you enjoy the taste. But remember that more ingredients do not automatically mean better results. You do not need to put every powder into the same glass. In fact, starting with too many ingredients can make it difficult to know what works for you or what causes a problem. Keep your routine simple. That is usually easier to follow, and consistency matters. A healthy habit that you follow regularly is much more useful than a complicated routine that you quit after 3 days. So how could a simple morning routine look? Start with a large glass of water. Then, if these ingredients are appropriate for you, you could add beetroot powder as part of your diet. Some people also choose pomegranate or L-citrulline. A little lemon can improve the taste. Mix everything well. Drink it slowly. There is no need to rush. And remember, you can also get many of these nutrients from whole foods. Beetroot can be eaten as a vegetable. Pomegranate can be eaten as fruit. Watermelon provides natural L-citrulline. Lemon, ginger, cocoa, and hibiscus can all be included in different ways through your normal diet. This is important because your health is not built from one morning drink. It is built from what you do over and over again. Your meals matter. Your movement matters. Your sleep matters. Your blood pressure matters. Your weight, stress levels, smoking habits, and activity level can all affect your cardiovascular health. So do not look at this drink as a miracle solution. Look at it as one possible part of a healthier routine. And there is another habit that can make a huge difference. Movement. You do not need to become a professional athlete. You do not need to spend 2 hours in a gym every day. Even regular walking can be a useful way to stay active. When your muscles work, your body needs more blood flow. Regular physical activity also supports cardiovascular fitness and healthy blood vessel function. This is especially important after 50. The goal is to keep your body moving. Walk. Stretch. Do some light strength training if it is safe for you. Take the stairs when you can. Stand up if you have been sitting for too long. Small actions add up, and they work much better when you make them part of your normal day. Now let's talk about another mistake men often make. They drink something healthy in the morning and then spend the rest of the day sitting, eating poorly, sleeping badly, and expecting one drink to undo everything. It does not work that way. Your body is not a machine with one reset button. Healthy circulation comes from many habits working together. A nutritious diet gives your body the raw materials it needs. Exercise helps keep your heart and blood vessels working. Good sleep gives your body time to recover. Managing stress can also support your overall health, and staying properly hydrated helps your body perform normal functions. That is the bigger picture. So if you want to try a simple hydration routine, keep it realistic. You could begin with water and one ingredient rather than adding 5 or 6 things at once. For example, you might start with beetroot as part of your breakfast or morning drink. After you know how your body responds, you can decide whether other foods fit into your routine. If you use supplements, check the label carefully and follow the product directions. And if you take medication for blood pressure, heart problems, or other conditions, ask a healthcare professional before using concentrated supplements. This is especially important because some supplements and concentrated foods may affect blood pressure or interact with medicines. The goal is not to take risks. The goal is to build a routine that supports your health safely. And now we come to one of the most important points. Do not expect overnight changes. Your blood vessels did not become less healthy in one day. Your fitness did not disappear in 1 week, and your body will not rebuild every system overnight. Give your habits time. Focus on the things you can control. Drink enough water. Eat more whole foods. Move your body. Get enough sleep. Avoid smoking. Keep alcohol moderate or avoid it. Manage your blood pressure and other health conditions with your healthcare team. And make your daily choices easier to repeat. That is how real progress happens. Not through a miracle drink. Not through one powder. But through small actions that become normal parts of your life. And if you want to support nitric oxide naturally, foods such as beetroot, leafy green vegetables, watermelon, and other nitrate-rich plant foods can be useful parts of a balanced diet. The important word is balanced. Your body needs many different nutrients. No single food can provide everything. So think beyond the glass. Think about the entire day. What you eat, how much you move, how well you sleep, how much water you drink, and how consistently you take care of yourself. That is where the real difference begins. In the final part, we will put these ideas into a simple daily plan and go over the common mistakes you should avoid when trying to support healthy circulation after 50. Now you know the main ingredients that can support your body's natural nitric oxide pathway, but knowing them is only half the job. The real question is this: how can you turn this information into a simple daily habit that you can actually follow? Because the best health routine is not the one that sounds impressive. It is the one you can keep doing. So let's make this simple. Start your morning with a large glass of water. If beetroot is suitable for you, you can include beetroot as part of your breakfast or morning drink. You can also get its natural nitrates from whole beetroot. If you enjoy pomegranate, add the fruit to your breakfast or choose a suitable unsweetened form. For L-citrulline, watermelon is a natural food source. If you are thinking about using a concentrated supplement, talk with your healthcare professional first. You can also add a little fresh lemon for flavor. That is enough. You do not need to create a complicated recipe with 10 different powders. In fact, keeping things simple may make it easier to stay consistent. And remember something important: your morning drink should not replace breakfast. Your body needs real food. Eggs, vegetables, fruit, beans, whole grains, fish, lean proteins, nuts, and other nutrient-rich foods can all have a place in a balanced diet. Your drink is only one small part of the bigger picture. Now, what about the afternoon? Many men notice their energy starts dropping after lunch. You may feel tired. Your focus may become weaker. You may want to sit down and do nothing. Instead of reaching for another sugary drink, consider first asking yourself a few basic questions. Did I drink enough water today? Have I moved my body? Did I get enough sleep last night? Was my meal balanced? Am I sitting for hours without moving? These simple questions can tell you more about your energy than any single supplement. If you have been sitting for a long time, get up. Walk around for a few minutes. Stretch your legs. Take a short walk outside if you can. Movement supports healthy circulation and helps keep your muscles active. You do not have to wait until you feel energetic before moving. Sometimes movement is one of the things that helps you feel better. But there are also mistakes you should avoid. The first mistake is thinking that more is always better. It is not. Taking huge amounts of powders or supplements does not guarantee better circulation. Your body has limits. Follow product instructions when using supplements, and never assume that a larger dose will produce a larger benefit. The second mistake is ignoring your medications. If you take medicine for blood pressure, heart conditions, diabetes, or other health problems, do not suddenly add several concentrated supplements without speaking to your healthcare professional. Some ingredients can affect blood pressure or interact with medicines. Your doctor or pharmacist can help you decide what is appropriate for you. The third mistake is replacing water with flavored drinks all day. Remember, plain water still matters. You do not need to stop drinking it. Your body needs water for normal functions, and staying hydrated is an important part of healthy living. The point is not that plain water is bad. The point is that hydration and nutrition are two different things. Water provides hydration. Food provides nutrients. You need both. The fourth mistake is expecting one drink to fix poor lifestyle habits. A beetroot drink cannot cancel out smoking. It cannot replace exercise. It cannot repair years of poor sleep. It cannot replace treatment for high blood pressure. And it cannot make an unhealthy diet healthy. That is why the best approach is to build several good habits at the same time. Eat more vegetables. Choose whole foods more often. Stay active. Get enough sleep. Drink enough water. Avoid smoking. Keep up with your regular health checks. And manage health conditions with the help of your healthcare team. These habits may sound simple, but simple does not mean unimportant. In fact, simple habits are often the ones that make the biggest difference when you repeat them for months and years. Now think about your blood vessels. You cannot see them. You cannot feel them working every second. But they are working all day and all night. They carry oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. Your brain depends on them. Your heart depends on them. Your muscles depend on them. That is why taking care of your circulation is really about taking care of your whole body. And nitric oxide is one piece of that system. As you get older, supporting healthy blood vessel function becomes even more important. That does not mean you should become obsessed with one molecule. It means you should understand the basics and make smarter choices. If you want to include nitrate-rich foods, beetroot and leafy green vegetables are good examples. If you enjoy watermelon, it can provide natural L-citrulline. If you like pomegranate, it gives you useful plant compounds. If you enjoy lemon, ginger, hibiscus, or unsweetened cocoa, These can also add variety and nutrients to your diet. You do not need to use everything. Choose foods you enjoy. Choose options that fit your health needs. And most importantly, choose habits you can maintain. There is another thing I want you to remember. Do not judge your progress after one morning. You may not wake up tomorrow feeling 20 years younger. That is not the goal. Healthy aging is not about turning back the clock. It is about helping your body work as well as possible at the age you are today. Give your body time. Give your habits time. Give yourself time. Maybe your first goal is simply drinking enough water each day. Then add more vegetables. Then start walking regularly. Then improve your sleep. Then work on your diet. Small changes can build on each other. And over time, those small changes can become your normal lifestyle. That is much more powerful than following a complicated plan for 1 week and then giving up. So here is the simple message. Do not fear getting older, but do not use age as an excuse to stop caring for yourself. You can still support your heart. You can still support your blood vessels. You can still build strength. You can still improve your fitness. You can still work toward better energy. And you can start with small steps. Drink your water. Eat real food. Include colorful vegetables and fruits. Move your body every day. Sleep well. Manage stress. Keep your medical appointments. And if you want to explore ingredients such as beetroot, pomegranate, or L-citrulline, do it wisely and make sure they fit your personal health needs. That is the real goal, not a miracle, not a quick fix. A better daily routine, because your body is still working for you every single day, and after 50, it deserves the support it needs. So tomorrow morning, when you pick up that glass of water, remember this. Hydration is important, but your overall nutrition matters too. The foods you choose can provide nutrients that support the systems working inside your body. And when those choices are combined with regular movement, good sleep, and proper medical care, you create a much stronger foundation for healthy aging. You do not need to change your entire life overnight. Start with one small improvement, then repeat it, then build another. That is how lasting change happens. And if you found this information useful, share it with a man over 50 who may benefit from hearing it. You never know who needs a simple reminder to start taking better care of himself. And remember, this information is for education. It is not a substitute for medical advice. If you have a health condition or take medication, speak with a qualified healthcare professional before making major changes to your diet or adding supplements. Your health is worth taking seriously. Your future is worth protecting. And it is never too late to start building better habits. Take care of your body. Take care of your heart. Keep moving. Keep learning. And keep giving yourself a reason to feel stronger tomorrow than you did today.